Hey guys, I am here at GenCon 2016 at the USAopoly booth with my friend Jake, and we're looking at Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, the cooperative deck building game. It's got my attention. So Jake, take it away. Tell us a little bit about this game. What are we doing and how does it work?
All right, so we are wizards trying to defend Hogwarts by defeating the villains before they can take control of different locations through Hogwarts.
Makes
so
sense.
You play as one of four characters: Harry, Ron, Hermione, or Neville. You work cooperatively, so it's a cooperative deck building game. And we're all trying to defeat the villains, like I said, before they take control of the locations.
Okay.
So each player has a unique starting deck that is customized to them. So you start with 7 spells, 2 items, and 1 ally. You'll play these to gain influence tokens, to buy more cards, to build your deck, or to gain attack tokens to attack these villains, to defeat them and move on to the next ones, or gain health so you don't get stunned and help the villains win.
Right, so you're constantly trying to balance kind of what you want to do. Go for cards, go for effects, those kinds of things, right?
Yep.
Okay, so run me through a basic turn of this game. What am I going to be doing on a basic turn?
All right, so a basic turn is going to be, we're going to reveal a dark arts event.
Uh-oh.
So what that is it's like the villain's attack against the player.
Okay.
So we'll reveal that event. So for this one, for example, it said, "He who shall not be named." We add one of these tokens to
Beautiful
the
metal
location.
skulls. Look at this.
And those are one way that we'll lose the game. So if we lose the locations, 2 locations for this game, we are out and the villains have won. So we want to make sure that we manage those and throughout the game. So we'll reveal a dark arts card, suffer the repercussions, then check the villain abilities. If the dark arts card is triggering one of the villain's abilities, then we have to suffer those consequences at all. So for this turn, for Quirrell, he damages 1 health to the active player, so you'd have to take 1 health down.
Okay, and that would look
be
essentially like
the health
this.
trackers on your board, so you just go down 1 health.
10 to 9.
There you go. So after we do all the damage, we would play all of the cards in our hand. You have to play all the cards and use all your resources, so it's a use it or lose it kind of a game. So for our hand, we'd play our 5 cards, gain 4 influence tokens, so these little circle chips here, and 1 attack token.
All right, so these gain 1, gain 1, gain 1, gain 1. So that's our 4 influence.
Yep.
And then if this is in our hand, we can't lose more than 1 from each dark arts event, so that's nice. So
it is super nice.
You know, if this we had a couple effects that would really trigger into, I could be like, I only take 1.
Harry would save some
and then we
health.
choose 1, gain whatever the lightning bolt is.
Yeah.
Attack?
So we have
gain 1
attack
or 2 health.
tokens, influence tokens, and health tokens.
Okay.
So then you'd play all 5 cards. Those would go to your discard pile.
All right.
Then we can use our influence and attack to distribute them on the game board.
Okay, so then I look over here and I start to kind of try to buy stuff with my influence. Now, if you and I are playing cooperatively, as I hope that we are, can we pass influence back and forth? Can we help each other out like that?
You cannot unless a card tells you that you can give another player influence.
Excellent.
So you would have 4 influence. You would look at the board here, see anything that you can buy for 4, and since you're Harry, it makes sense to buy Hagrid.
Let's do it.
So if you bought Hagrid, you would take him, put him in your discard pile. So use all your cards, put him in the discard pile.
And I'm going to guess he's going to get shuffled into this
deck. It will get shuffled into the deck after you run out of cards.
Perfect.
So then we would replenish this draw pile, and then we can place an attack token on one of these 2 villains.
Always.
The attack will stay out there until they're defeated.
Always
so we
Draco.
just put it in the little spot there.
Nice.
It'll take 6 to defeat Draco and 6 to defeat Quirrell.
Excellent.
So that would be a turn. Then you would draw 5 more cards, and it would be the next player's turn.
Makes a lot of sense. And so we just kind of go back and forth. We're building our decks, so we're adding cards to our deck that are going to increasingly make our decks more and more effective.
Yep.
And then we're going to be taking out the villains before they can conquer these locations, basically. Makes perfect sense, Jake. So what's your favorite thing about this game in particular?
My favorite thing is that we get essentially 7 games. So I don't know if you can see these, but
interesting.
7 games, so 1 game for each movie. So when you beat 1, you're going to open up the next game, pull it out, add it to that current game 1, and then go on throughout the game. So each game adds a new mechanic to that previous game. And by the time you get to game 6, game 7, there's a ton of villains out there you have to defeat, and new locations, new cards from each movie. So each game is movie-based.
Wow.
So it follows the story really well. and stays authentic to the Harry Potter world.
So by the end of this thing, all of these cards are in play? I mean, we're using all of them on this board?
Yep.
And so an experienced player who's played through this game a few times, are we just going to come in and have all the cards shuffled together and play it like that?
So we recommend for an experienced player who's played deck building games before to just start with game 3. So open up 1, 2, and 3, shuffle them all together, and then play out that game. Because game 1 and 2 is kind of for the basic players who don't really know what a deck building game is.
Yeah.
They're a Harry Potter fan. They just saw this game, looked cool, so they picked it up. So it's like baby steps, training wheels, kind of get them started. So experienced player can start with game 3. And then if you beat game 3, then you'd move on to game 4. Game 4 is kind of unique because you add some dice mechanics to the game, and each character kind of gets a cool power.
Nice.
And so the character cards will actually grow up throughout the years, so you'll get new images. And then with each game, you'll get new spells that they learn, new allies, new items, new events, new villains from all the different games. So
that sounds really
neat.
fun. Well, Jake, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
This is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, a cooperative deck building game from USAopoly. Looks really cool. Now, you guys, at this point, I think, are sold out completely. Am I correct about that?
We only brought 200, so
that may be
we
a
are
good
out.
sign. Take note. Thanks for watching, guys. We have more coming from GenCon 2016.